Now, from your hyper-local weather source, this is your Norcast weather update.
Brought to you by L&J Electrical Contractors. Their trained residential service technicians always deliver prompt, effective solutions to ensure a job well done. Call John at 609-703-7413 to schedule your appointment today.
Hi everybody, meteorologist Brittany Trumpy here. We have been talking about it all morning long, the potential for some severe thunderstorms across our area. So what we're really watching is for the chance for some damaging strong wind gust and a small chance for some isolated tornadoes. The amount of sunshine that we are currently seeing across South Jersey right now is one of the big factors as to how these storms will kind of pan out and work their way across our area. It all has to do with how much sunshine, how much heat we can get, and that therefore how much energy we have for these storms. So the fact that we've had clouds for most of the day today is a good thing because that's limiting some of that energy. But if you take a look outside right now, we are seeing some sunshine, so we are going to allow for a little bit of an opportunity for those storms to kind of beef up a little bit. Time frame for this system for here back home for us, it's going to be about 7 to 11 o'clock p.m. starting further west and then working its way closer towards the coastline. So here's what we're talking about as far as that potential energy. So all morning long, the whole first half of the day today, we have had some stubborn cloud coverage. And what that's done is it's blocked out the sun and it's kept those temperatures and the energy a little bit lower. So we had that bubble, if you're looking at this graphic, where the yellow is not included, just kind of positioned over the bulk of South Jersey. That's a good thing. However, now that we're seeing the sunshine, the energy is starting to kind of rise and move across our area because of that sunshine and the rising temperatures. Now ahead of those storms, we're going to go from those shades of yellow to almost a more orange and almost red before those storms arrive. So that just means there's more energy for these storms to use. There's more of an opportunity for them to strengthen a little bit, but still in comparison to what we saw down towards Washington, stretching back down towards West Virginia and back up towards Baltimore, we do not have nearly as much energy. And because of that, that puts us on the lower end of this scale. So you can see where you have that widespread red shading. That's where you had that most energy all day long just kind of parked overhead. That's a lot of fuel for these storms. Meanwhile, here back home, because we had those clouds, we're looking at the opportunity for numerous to only scattered storms. Now, that still doesn't mean we're not going to see some really big boomers out there, but that's good for us because if we had more energy, they would have possibly extended that red and we would have been seeing more opportunity for tornado activity and really more opportunity for some damage. But we're still going to see some very strong storms. So here's what we're looking at. The big concern is going to be very strong wind gusts. As these storms approach and then march across our area, we're going to see those winds pick upwards of maybe 60, 70 miles an hour. That's going to do some damage to tree limbs, maybe even fences. Make sure you're bringing in those pool floats, that outdoor furniture. Make sure everything's kind of tied down and hunkered down. You maybe have another 3 to 4 hours to get that stuff done, but you definitely want to do that because you don't want any debris flying around. Don't add to the tools for the wind to use to create damage. But we are also probably going to see some power outages thanks to all the tree limbs and things like that. We're also tracking the chance for some very heavy rain. Downpours are going to be a concern. Localized flooding is going to be a concern. Some of those creeks and rivers are still sitting a little higher than what we typically see for this time of year. So flooding, thanks to the heavy rain, is going to be an issue. Large hail on the lower end of what we're tracking. You're still going to see some hail, but as far as the large, baseball, softball, golf ball size hail, not as much of a concern with this. Unfortunately, the tornado threat, normally we like to keep it on the low end, down in the purple category. It is up a little bit thanks to the extra energy and thanks to the way these storms are going to be moving. So like I said, straight line winds, strong wind gusts, that's the big concern, 30 to 15 for most spots. A small area kind of out towards Delaware, stretching back down towards Wilmington and then down into Baltimore and Washington. You're getting into that 45% chance. Tornado threat here back home, 2 to 5%. So that is a concern, but no reason to lose your head. Just make sure you're staying weather aware, get those push notifications set up so you you can get some information if a tornado warning does get issued. Right now, we don't have any watches or warnings for our area, but that could be changing. Looking at that satellite and radar, as of right now, we are still looking at pretty decent sunshine and overall a kind of nice day, but you can see those storms starting to line up to the west, and they're going to slowly work their way through eastern PA, through the nation's capital, closer towards our area. So by about 7 o'clock, those storms are kind of lining up towards Lancaster and Allentown. And then they're slowly going to march towards the city, across Wilmington, and then work their way across South Jersey. Now you can notice that once they cross over the state line, they do sort of start to fall apart a little bit and weaken just slightly. Now that doesn't mean we're going to have these storms totally fizzle out, but that's a good thing because we were lacking that energy kind of early on. The air is just not as primed here over South Jersey as it was for those other areas out throughout PA, Maryland, and Virginia. So here's a look at that 7-day forecast. Once we get done with these storms this afternoon and this evening, we will be looking at improving conditions tomorrow. Sunny, a little bit of some fog and haze out there. Wednesday, not too bad. Thursday, a chance for some scattered storms, and then next weekend looks nice as well. Okay, I'll let you guys get on with the rest of your afternoon. Again, please bring in the outside furniture, the pool floats, all those things that can easily get picked up and kind of thrown around. Go get them right now, or at least strap them down while you still have a little bit of some time. Okay, we'll keep you up to date as things continue to go. Stay safe out there.